Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. We have the closure of a technical workshop on harmonization of translation at the decentralization for the international scene. U.S. plans to withdraw all troops by 11 September. Welcome to our newsroom. On the occasion of the advent of the blessed month of Ramadan, the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, received congratulatory message from the custodian of the two holy mosques of Djibouti, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud and his Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz. King Salman and his Crown Prince expressed their wishes for good health and happiness to the President of the Republic, progress and prosperity for the people of Djibouti and for the Islamic nation, abundance of good deeds and blessings. The head of state also received similar messages from the Sultanate of Oman, Haytham bin Tariq, and the Deputy Prime Minister of the Sultanate of Oman, Mr. Fahd Mahmoud Al Saeed, as well as the Secretary General of the Arab League, Ahmed Abdul Ghait. Following the resounding victory of the April 9, Mr. Muhammad Barakat Siraj wishes to address on behalf of all votaries of the region of Tajura, on behalf of the entire team of the coordination and his personal name, the warmest congratulations to His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh with a voting rate close to 100%. The region of Tajura has clearly displayed and expressed its unwavering support and confidence in the leadership of the head of state, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh. Mr. Hassan Yani, head of the villages of Girori in the region of Tajura, on behalf of the population of Girori and in his own name expresses his warmest congratulations to the UMP candidate Ismail Omar Guelleh following his amazing victory in the presidential elections of this Friday, April 9, 2021. A special mention for the population of Girori who voted for the champion EOJ, guarantor of the future of the development, in particular in favor of the Djiboutian youth who had requested it on 11 December 2020 during a big mobilization in the capital. The president of the Port and Free Zone Authority, Abubakar Omar Haddi, received today at the Damerjog Industrial Park a high-level Ethiopian delegation led by the new Minister of Transport of Ethiopia in charge of logistics, Mr. Yehula Shite. The visit is part of the new minister's contact with the various authorities of the countries to discuss ways and means to consolidate the relationship and friendship of cooperation between the two brotherly and friendly countries. Several topics of common interest were discussed during the meeting, including the improvement of devices of Ethiopia-Djibouti corridor, the performance of port, possible solutions to improve rail transport, and as well as the strengthening of platform for consultations. The delegation was also composed of Mr. Mekonnen Abera, the Director General of Ethiopian Maritime Affairs Authority, Mr. Yebe Bale, the Deputy Director General. The closing of the technical workshop on the harmonization of translation of new corpus of terms commonly used in their communications by the Secretary of State for Decentralization and Sectoral Ministries, the Director of Directorate of Foresight and Territorial Development of the Ministry of Decentralization, Fardousa Ahmed Ali, presided yesterday in the conference room of the Institute of Political Studies of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs the closing ceremony of a technical workshop on the harmonization of translation of new corpus of terms commonly used in their communication by the Secretary of State for Decentralization and Sectoral Ministries, organized by the Secretary of State for Decentralization. This workshop brought together a rich and diverse panel of participants. It followed by the first one held in 2017 and which resulted in the publications of a booklet of 116 terms of decentralization French, Afar, Somali. We regret to announce the death of the late Fatuma Waberi Askar, called Mariam Waberi, which occurred this Sunday in Hargeisa. Born in 1914 in Djibouti, the late Fatma Waberi Askar was a woman very well known for her character and her kindness. She leaves behind her a large family. We offer our sincere condolences to the family of the deceased Fatma Waberi and to her relatives, and pray to the good God to welcome her in his eternal paradise. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. For the international scene, Afghanistan, U.S. Plans to withdraw all troops by September 11. Joe Biden's administration announced Tuesday that all U.S. troops would leave Afghanistan unconditionally by September 11, the 20th anniversary of 2001 attacks in U.S. Despite fears of a Taliban resurgence, the U.S. president had warned that it would be difficult to meet the May 1 deadlines for the withdrawal in an agreement reached by his predecessor Donald Trump with the insurgents. At the height of their presence, some 100,000 American troops were deployed in the countries in 2010-2011. Former President Barack Obama reduced the number of troops to 8,400, and his successor Donald Trump continued the withdrawal, leaving only 2,500 U.S. troops in Afghanistan. Champions League, PSG and Chelsea qualified for the semi-finals after its exploit in Bavaria 2-3. PSG was able to repel the assault of Bayern Munich in Tuesday, April 13, to qualify for the semi-finals. Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting has scored the only goal of the game, 0-1, for the defending champions, but his former Parisian teammate won the double headers due to a greater number of goals scored away from home, 3-3 on aggregate. Despite this 0-1 defeat, PSG got revenge on Bayern, who had beaten them in the final of the last edition. The club of the French capital will thus play the semi-finals of the competition for the second year in a row. It will be against Manchester City, England, and Borussia Dortmund, Germany, on April 27, 29, 28, first leg. Then on May 4 or 5, second leg. Chelsea is also in the last four of the Champions League, 7 years after its last appearance at this stage. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.